Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is lovely to see you again, or lovely for you to be joining us for the first time. Today I thought we could do another Reading Kindle Unlimited books because you guys seem to really like the last version I did of this, and I have so many Kindle reads at the moment that I am just desperate to get to, so I thought that could be a fun video for today. As I'm filming this intro, I'm actually 1.5 books down for this video. I'm not sure what my last read is going to be, but the first book I read in this video is That's Not My Name by Megan Lally, and then now I've started on Bourbon and Lies as well, so that's a little bit of what's to come. And then I'm not sure what my third read will be for this video, but we will be reading 3 books together in this video, non-spoiler of course, and they're all on Kindle Unlimited, so you can pick them up for free if you have that subscription. This is also what's on Kindle Unlimited in the UK. Without me rambling anymore, if you're not subscribed already, please do that and give this video a like because it really helps push this out to more people as I'm trying to grow this channel. And without further ado, let's get into the video and start reading That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. Hey y'all, I finished work about half an hour ago and I've just got into bed and started That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I figured I would just get cozy and yeah, make a start on this on my Kindle. It is on Kindle Unlimited. This was also on my November TBR. I think I'm gonna carry on reading a bit. I'm only on page 22 right now, and then I might go set myself up in the bath and then carry on reading in the bath. That sounds good to me. So far we are following this girl who has woken up on the side of the road with absolutely no memory of how she's got there. She's covered in blood, she's got bruises, she's got injuries, and she's covered in mud as well, and like she literally has no idea how she got there. The police end up picking her up and taking her back to the station. She says she has no memory of who she is, where she was, how she got there, or what happened to her. And then her and like this like detective are going through missing people's reports to see if they can figure out who she is, and this guy comes in like running to the station. He's like, oh my gosh, I need to file a missing like persons report for my daughter, and he starts claiming that this girl is 100% his daughter. He has like her ID, the photos to prove it, like literally everything he's saying makes so much sense, and it seems like this is his daughter. That's all we know on that storyline so far. I'm literally only 15% of the way through. And then we're also following somebody else called Drew, who is basically under investigation for his girlfriend Lola's murder or like disappearance. He obviously hasn't done it, but everyone else thinks he has. So I guess the obvious thought process would be that his girlfriend and then this woman Mary, who's woken up on the side of the road, actually maybe is the same person, and the dad isn't who he says he is. But figuring that one out 35 pages into a book seems a little bit silly, and that's probably not the direction this book is going to go in, I'm assuming. But that's the immediate, I guess, thought process. And then from this point, I'm not going to tell you anything else about the book because obviously I don't want to spoil anything. But that's the initial setup of this book, and if it sounds interesting to you and if I enjoy it, then maybe you might want to read it. But so far the writing does seem really fun to read. Really fast paced. I think this is actually a YA thriller because I was in Waterstones Piccadilly, the biggest Waterstones in the entirety of Europe, the other day, and I saw this book and it was in the YA section, so I think that was placed there on purpose because I think it is a YA book essentially, and I don't really read many YA thrillers apart from like Holly Jackson. So yeah, I'm planning on flying through this, to be honest. I'm gonna go and run myself a bath now, get in the bath, and then read some more of this book. This book is so good. I'm 60% of the way through and I am absolutely devouring this book. I'm so excited. I need to know what happens. Okay guys, I finished That's Not My Name last night by Megan Lally. I literally sat and read this all last night. Like, I just thought this was so quick and so fun. Like, it was just such a bingeable book. If you are in a reading slump, I really recommend you pick this up. It kind of gave me similar vibes to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I kind of love a YA or YA thriller sometimes, and I've decided to give this a 4.5 stars because I really think it deserves it. It didn't quite have the 5-star feelings, but like as far as thrillers go, this is one that I will be recommending a lot because it was just so fun. The premise was so good, the twists and turns were good, they were believable, kind of devastating but believable. It is time for a check-in, and I have started my new book, which is Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder, and this whole series is on Kindle Unlimited. So I am reading this on my Kindle, of course, and I'm enjoying so far. I'm about 80 pages in and I have some thoughts, so I thought I'd check in with you. This book is set in a small town called, I think it's called Fiasco, and it is basically famous for this bourbon distillery called the Fox Brothers bourbon, and this bourbon is popular all over the US, and like anybody who knows anything about bourbon and knows good bourbon, that's what they order at the bar. So this town is where this bourbon is made, and it is owned by the Fox Brothers. I think there's 3 brothers, I could be wrong there, but I'm already getting such a sense of like found family with these brothers. It's definitely kind of giving Chestnut Springs vibes, not in the sense of like it's similar at all, but in the sense of like the way that the brothers kind of look out for each other. Basically it reminded me of the Eaton brothers. Obviously they're all absolutely dazzlingly handsome, like she is literally like what is in the air. So we're following our 2 main characters, Grant and Lainey, and Grant is one of the Fox brothers. He lives on his own with his dog, and then Lainey has basically just come to town under witness protection from what must be like the FBI. He's basically been given a new identity and taken to this small town to basically start again and avoid whatever was happening in her life. We know that there was like a bad incident where she protected somebody and got herself into a bit of a situation that they've obviously helped her get out of, but we don't really know what that is yet. But it's bad enough that she needed a whole new identity, so she's come to this town as Lainey and is now staying with one of the Fox brothers. I will say this book is very insta-lusty. Like, they literally just met. They've met like twice, and the thoughts that he is having about her are honestly wild. Like, we got to see in his head what he was thinking about when he got home from seeing her, when he was obviously sorting himself out, and it was a lot for somebody who you've met twice. They're very, very, very flirty, but kind of in like a hate flirt way sort of thing. Like, he hates her because he likes her so much. Cringe. But that is the case. And then you've got Lainey, who I guess is just harmlessly flirting because she's like, oh, it's actually quite nice just to be able to have a bit of a flirt because of what she's obviously just been through. And I really like how she calls him cowboy, and he's like, I'm not a cowboy. And she's like, why are you riding a horse then? Not your honey, cowboy. I clap back as I stand back up. No cowboys around here, you've got horsemen and bourbon boys in Fiasco. Seems like you may have some assholes too. When he clicks it off, he spins his hat backwards, giving me one more glance before he says, let's go, Julep. Baseball hat was cute. Flipped backwards, it's hot. But if he was wearing a cowboy hat, I'd be squeezing my thighs together. Oh my god, like, this book is spicy. I can already tell 80 pages in. If these are the thoughts they're having about each other, I dread to think what the actual spice is going to be like. I need to actually, like, strap in, not be in public when I'm reading this. Just feel too awkward. But yeah, they're very, very flirty towards each other. It's definitely insta-lusty, because it's not insta-lovey because they literally don't know anything about each other, so it can't be insta-lovey, but they're already kind of obsessed with each other. I think we have missed a little bit of build-up. I don't think this is going to be a 5-star read, but I am having a fun, silly, goofy, giggly time so far. I was actually listening to the audiobook of this last night for a bit whilst I did some colouring. I have a long way to go with this colouring. I want to be one of those girls that, like, is able to do those amazing colouring pages. So I think I'm going to ask for some like good markers for my birthday in February, because at the moment it's not slaying as much as I want it to slay, and I don't know why I did this guy purple either. So I'm going to carry on reading this today, and I will update you when I'm a bit further in. I come with an interesting update, not regarding the book at all, but I went to see the Housemaid movie today, and oh my golly gosh, was that movie good. I sounded so posh then, oh my god. But no, it was so good. They changed a few things, but it made sense on why, and it was just so good. Sydney Sweeney was outstanding as Millie. She literally did an amazing job, and I just wanted to, yeah, let you all know that the Housemaid movie was incredible. And I have no updates on my book right now. I fear Bourbon and Lies is putting me into a slump. I'm not sure it's what I'm in the mood for right now, but I'm gonna stick through it. Maybe I'll even start another book on the side, and then we can carry on listening to Bourbon and Lies, like via audiobook maybe in the background. Maybe we'll start our next book, because this is just not really hitting for me right now. But I don't think it's the book's fault. I think it's just me just not being in a cozy romance mood. Like, I just feel like I need something a little bit more right now, and it's just not giving what I need it to give, which is, sorry, I'm just playing with my advent calendar prizes from today. But yeah, I'm not loving it, I can't lie, but we're gonna push through. I just feel myself going into a slump,
which is very frustrating.
Guys, this book is actually putting me in a slump. Oh my god, I have not been reading. It has been like 5 days since I started this book and I have just not been wanting to read. I am still 170 pages in. I haven't read anything since I last spoke to you, which means I have about 250, if my maths is correct, pages left of this book. And I'm kind of determined right now, because it's currently Christmas Eve, like it's the 23rd of December right now, and I want to get this book finished before Christmas, because if I have to finish this after Christmas, it's just going to annoy me and piss me off. So we're going to try and lock in and finish this book right now. Probably not going to happen tonight because it's already 9:30 and I like an early night, okay? I want to be asleep by 11. That's not even an early night really, is it? But I want to at least finish it tomorrow morning, because there's no way I want to carry this book on until after Christmas, because that will just really annoy me. I'm not loving, it's okay. I think this would be a really great book for somebody in the mood for just a spicy small time romance, but I fear I've gone into this book at the wrong time. I just don't think this is what I'm in the mood for right now. I just need something more gripping with a bit more uniqueness to it. And I mean, I suppose this one is a little bit more unique than a general like romance book, because there is like a subplot of like mystery with where Lainey came from and like what happened there, and that I feel like that's going to have a bigger part of the book a bit further in. So let's lock in and try and get a big way through this book. I'm gonna go and take my makeup off now, I think, and then we're gonna lock in. I'll update you probably in the morning with how far I got. Do you know what, team? I've been sat down for 10 minutes and trying to read this book. I've got to page 188. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm gonna DNF. I think I'm gonna have to make the executive decision to DNF this book, because I'm just not wanting to read it. I'm so bored. And like, I cannot go through another 200 pages of this. Like, it's not a bad book. I'm just not in the mood for it right now. So like, is this a soft DNF? Probably not. It's probably a hard DNF, to be completely honest. Just not for me, but by no means do I think it's a bad book at all. And I think for the right person, they would love this book, and I've seen a lot of people absolutely adoring it. I'm just like, I'm sat cozy right now in bed with my candles on Christmas Eve. I just kind of want to pick up a book that I'm gonna like absolutely love reading. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a little look and figure out what I can pick up next instead. I mean, I guess it has to be on Kindle Unlimited. But I'll have a look and let you know. I kind of just want something hard-hitting and fun and different and unique. They're my kind of main goals. Guys. It's been an hour and a half and I've done no more reading. Whoopsie. I basically just started editing this video because I was like, okay, I need like a 10-minute break. And then I edited all of this video so far. And now it's like 10:30 and I want to get cozy and go to bed. I just think... I was scrolling through my Kindle and I was like, do you know what? I'm not in the mood for anything right now. Like, I literally feel like I'm just in a slump. I'm in a mini slump and we're going to get out of it together. But I think my plan is to take a little bit of a reading break just for a few days. I think it's Christmas Eve right now. The next few days, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, are going to be full of family, friends, laughter, love, food. Classic Christmas stuff, right? I'm going to have a busy few days. I think it's best if I just don't have a book on the go and then I can go into a book with a fresh mind 27th. I will see you in a few days. Bye, guys. It is now the 27th of December. I had a lovely Christmas. I now have a new camera, so the quality has probably, hopefully, dramatically increased since my last clip. But I am ready to choose out a new book for today. I will start it this evening. Yeah, we need to choose a third book for this video, and I'm thinking I need a quick little palette cleanser book. My immediate reaction and immediate thought process was The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden, because this is almost physical TBR and the plot of this sounds so good. I feel like a Frida McFadden book is so good for just pulling you out of any potential slump. I also want something kind of short. This one is pretty much 300 pages, so I'm thinking we could read The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden together. That could be fun. I will let you know when I have started in on this. Obviously, all Frida McFadden books are on Kindle Unlimited. maybe I'll read this physically anyway, but it is on Kindle Unlimited. But I kind of feel like I want to read a physical book. I haven't read a physical book in ages, it feels like, because I took my Kindle to France and now I've been filming this video. This one is following Abby, who wants a baby more than anything. After years of failed infertility treatments and adoptions that have fallen through, it seems like motherhood is not in her future. That is, until her PA, Monica, makes a generous offer to serve her as a surrogate. It's an offer that will make all of Abby's dreams come true. But soon, strange things start happening, and it turns out Monica isn't who she says she is. The woman is now carrying Abby's child, has an unspeakable secret, and she will stop at nothing to get what she wants. So you've got Abby, who wants a child, Monica, who is her PA, who is offering to have this child for her, but Monica has secrets. Imagine how terrifying that would actually be, to have somebody who isn't who they say they are, carrying your literal child. That is really scary. So I'm intrigued about this book, and I will let you know when I have some thoughts. Literally on page 4 of this book, and I've already had to Google the difference between first and second degree murder. Guys, I'm not even kidding. The last line of chapter 1 just had me literally... This book is going to be so good. I'm so happy I'm reading another Frida book. They just hit every time. I'm literally on page 13 and I'm obsessed already. Fear I may have to binge this tonight. What even is the time right now? It is currently 6:49. Can we crack this out tonight? Maybe. Guys, I'm 87 pages in. I fear I've guessed the plot twist. I fear I know what's going to happen. I may be completely wrong. I thought we could do a check-in while I eat my ramen because I just ordered a Wagamama's. Okay, I thought we could check in while I eat my ramen. I'm on page 125, which is chapter 16 now. I can't lie, I think I was being a little bit overexcited when I said I might be able to finish this tonight. Not sure that's actually going to happen. It's now 8:43. This woman, her PA, is having her baby at the moment. So her assistant is pregnant with her and her husband's baby, but the assistant is using her eggs. So it's technically her assistant's and her husband's baby, but they've like put legal contracts in place so that she can't change her mind and so that she can't just back out and try and keep the baby herself. At the moment, there is like a general sense of unease, and Frida has obviously built up enough worry that something is wrong with Monica, but we have no idea what that could be yet, unless my theory is correct. She's not doing anything really weird at the moment. She's just started like giving her husband weird nicknames, which is obviously making her feel really uncomfortable. I'm nearly 50% of the way through, so I just wanted to check in with you and let you know I'm having a fantastic time. I feel like this ramen's sorting me out, this book is sorting me out, this Coke Zero is sorting me out. Good morning. I did actually end up finishing this book last night, but I was way too tired by the time I finished it to check in, and it was very dark, so I thought we could just catch up this morning and I can share my final thoughts about The Surrogate Mother. One thing I will say immediately is it was so fast paced. I mean, I literally again sat down last night and binged it in pretty much one sitting. It was so good, so hard to put down. It was just fun, like, to be completely honest, this was just a fun time, and I definitely think this has helped me with avoiding a potential slump. One thing I would say is that I think this book was a bit predictable, like nothing in it hugely surprised me. I didn't get that shock of the plot twists, but because I did guess the plot twist pretty early on. I didn't guess it to the exact details, but I was along the right lines enough to be like, this was quite predictable. But saying that, it still was really fun, and I did have a good time reading this. I don't think it's her best book in the world. Definitely not my least favourite at all either. I really feel like this kind of felt like a Lisa Jewell book, because I feel like Lisa Jewell is really good at writing like domestic thrillers, and they kind of use normality as the main weapon. Like how everything feels normal at first. They set up these normal people's lives, and then they set this normal comfort for you of their routines, their relationships, their living situations and their patterns, and then slowly these patterns just start changing a little bit at a time, and these people, these spaces, these routines that felt really safe at the start suddenly don't feel so safe anymore, and then there's just this like dread and this sense of like pure unease. And yeah, I just thought this was fun. I would recommend, to be completely honest. I think I've settled on a 3.5 stars for this one, just because I looked at some of our other books I'd rated 4 stars and I thought it's not quite as good as those ones, but I still had a fun time and I would recommend. Anything under a 3.5 stars for me is one that I maybe had to drag myself through. Yeah, that is going to be the end of our video. Thank you for reading all 3 books with me. I really appreciate it if you're still here at the end. If you are still here at the end, obviously please do subscribe. You must have enjoyed it a little bit to still be here now. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!